Let's go. Easy now, Kakuku.
Ineffa?
Ineffa! They found you at last! Thank goodness you're okay.
My apologies. Who are you?
Oh no, your memory's gone again? Even your name this time?
Again?
Liu, Fontaine, Sumeru. This is quite a diverse crew.
So, are you her manufacturers or family?
No way. None of us have that kind of skill. She's Aino's handiwork.
I know?
From now on, your name's Ineffa. Promise me. Remember, you have to come home.
Malfunction.
Ineffa, are you okay?
Looks like she's getting worse. Is this all our fault?
Can you guys tell us what all this is about? Where are you from? And what's wrong with Ineffa?
So sorry. I should have introduced myself. My name's Joachine, and I'm a merchant. This is my wife and daughter, and the rest are friends of the family. We're all from Nodcry.
Not cry?
Wouldn't have been my first guess. How'd you all meet exactly?
That's the thing about Nodcry. It kind of brings together the drifters from all over the world.
Yeah, we're all merchants who ended up finding our feet in Nasha Town. Nodcry. It was going okay until all the trouble started.
Trouble?
The Fatui. They came down from the north. They've made some big moves in Nodcry lately. It's caused quite a bit of friction with the local religious groups.
That's one way to put it. You know what I heard? They pulled the whole moon down.
That, plus the incident with the moon statues? Surely the Frost Moon Scions aren't going to take all this lying down.
Anyway, there us regular folks were, just trying to make a steady living while getting increasingly worried that it's gonna turn ugly. In the end, we figured heading back to our respective homes is probably the best thing for now. So we decided to make the journey together.
And me?
Your case is, a little different. But you did come here on the same boat as us.
And it was smooth sailing, until we got attacked by those weird machines as we were coming into shore.
Weird machines? Secret Source automatons by any chance? Ineffa saved us all. She jumped off the ship and told us to leave without her.
Really? I did that?
As soon as we'd found another place to dock, we looked around for someone to help us. We'd have paid anything to get her back.
Hence why our price negotiation went so smoothly. However, the Traveler and party were the ones who actually saved Ineffa. And Shalonen is the one who woke her up. I'll have to include their costs in the final bill.
Oh, please. I barely did anything. All credit to Ineffa. She only woke up because of her build quality, so I guess I should say all credit to this Aino, then? Her core is remarkably resilient. It's a rare find, even among Nalan's source mechanisms. Was Aino the one who modified it?
Oh! If so, then we just need to get Aino to come here and fix her. Then she'll get all her memories back.
I'm afraid that's not gonna work. The core is most likely just something Aino picked up on one of her scavenger hunts. I doubt she did much beyond salvaging it. And as for the memory thing, Ineffa's whole reason for joining us on our journey was to come to Natlan and look for her missing memories.
Please, explain in more detail.
All right. although I've lost count of how many times we've been through this, and I'm only telling you what you originally told me. Although Aino built you, she never could figure out where your core came from or how it works. The only thing she was fairly sure of was that it's not from Nodcry. Things were fine at the start. You'd occasionally forget to pay for your groceries or add salt to a dish you were cooking, but that was as bad as it got. Until one day, you were sweeping the floor, and suddenly you forgot your own strength. Nearly took the entire wall down. The worst part of that was, Ineffa had completely forgotten that Aino was on the other side of that wall.
Huh?
Aino was fine, of course, didn't bat an eyelid, but since then, Ineffa has been searching for a way to try and repair herself. Anyway, a bunch of mechanical parts from Natlan showed up in Nodcry recently, and you noticed they bore some similarities to your core. Then you learned that a group of us were planning to return home, stopping off in Natlan on the way, so you tracked us down and joined the crew. Well, does any of that jog your memory?
No.
Didn't think so.
Has her memory loss always been this serious?
No. When we first set off, she'd have the occasional memory lapse, but it only lasted a moment. Didn't really affect anything. I seriously doubt Aino would have let her come on this trip if it had been that bad. But then, the closer we got to Natlan, the worse her symptoms got.
She was already in a pretty bad state by the time she went to fend off those machine things. And now? I wonder if that battle just made things... My friends, I know we've only just arrived in Natlan, but from what I've heard, you're some of this nation's top talents. Is there anything you can do to cure her? Anything at all?
Perhaps coming to Natlan was a bad idea after all.
Well, it's too early to say. And don't forget that before I was interrupted by you guys, I'd just started my deep dive into researching the secret source automatons.
My job isn't done yet either. You wanted your travel companion back, safe and sound. I still have work to do.
So, why don't you all stick around here in Natlan a little longer? Your ship got attacked, and since then, you've been scrambling to try and find your missing crew member. Sounds like you need some time to catch your breath.
Yeah, I was just thinking, we could do with a breather. But where would we stay?
How about the Flower Feather clan? In my tribe, weary travelers are always welcome.
Flower Feather Clan.
In the meantime, we'll try to find whatever information we can about Ineffa. After all, she has a message for our Tumaini. So this is as much our business as it is yours.
Oh yeah! Paimon had practically forgotten all about that. You guys don't happen to know the code, do you?
Oh, the code for the cryptex. Sorry, Ineffa wouldn't tell us anything about that.
You gotta wonder what sort of a person sends a robot with amnesia to deliver their messages.
To be fair, they couldn't have known things would get this bad.
Also, Ineffa told me she had a backup plan to make sure she wouldn't forget the code. A backup plan? Great! So what is it?
Backup plan. Memory missing.
Huh. Well, as long as we get her memories back, that'll solve everything, right?
Oh, yeah, okay, because it's that simple. Wait, you do realize I can't promise anything, don't you?
I do. I also know that every time you say that, you end up getting the job done.
I'm gonna get in touch with some other people who might be able to help us. Tumaini, Paimon. See you around.
Bye, Kanich! Oh, and bye, a How. Actually, that's weird. Why is a How so quiet today?
You're being very strange today.
Am I? Tell me one strange thing I've said!
That's the strange part. You haven't protested to anything I've done today. Not the original price for the job, not the revised timeline, none of it.
That's because I fainted from your stupidity! You stupefied me into a stupor! Got it? Is something wrong with my memory? Or is that really who I think it is? Who cares? She isn't my problem.
The last few days really flew by. Do you think Ineffa and the merchants are enjoying their stay at the Flower Feather Clan? Let's go see how they're doing!
Farewell! Tell me what you see. Mind the wind. Time to go. Be free.
Rain outlines your... A little mood boost. Up and away!
Farewell!
No, my sword! Body and mind.
All set, bro!
Stick around. Let's go. Time to go. Be free.
Rain outlines your... Adaptive frost! Up and away!
Let's go. Mind the wind. Time to go.
Nothing personal!
Stick around.
Come here, you little rascal! Let's go! Easy now, Kakuku! Yeah. Mind the wind. That little rascal. Everyone gets opportunities.
Up and away!
Easy now, Kakuku.
Do you think Ineffa will like this gift we got her?
sure? Because when I asked it who's the better hero, Ishkik or Leonka, it gave the exact same answer.
Hey, you hear that? That's the answer it gave when I asked who'd win in a fight between Kukuku and a Hal. You guys, it's just making random beeps. Whoa! Is that Tumaini and the flying expert? Beep beep. Yes, it's us. Anyway, where's Ineffa?
Probably out mopping up those mad machines as usual. There must be a lot of them, because she hardly ever comes back for a rest.
Wait, all by herself? Are we sure that's a good idea after what happened last time?
Ineffa said that since she lost her memories, her cognition module's been running more smoothly, and it's greatly boosted efficiency in cleaning and tidying tasks. I think that was it.
Huh. So, losing her memories has somehow made her a better fighter? She's awesome! I saw her carrying a whole pile of beaten-up machines in one hand!
All the grown-ups say that they feel much safer leaving the house now, thanks to her. So, we thought it'd be nice to give her a little gift.
We've tried giving her flowers and feathers, but it seemed like she didn't like them very much. That got us thinking. Maybe robot people don't like the same things as us. Aha! So that's why you made her this flower out of mechanical parts.
Yeah, we still don't know if she'll like it, though.
It's okay, Arieta. She'll love this one. I'm sure of it.
But what if she doesn't? This might be my last chance. Well, now that all of my mom and dad's other friends from Nodcry have left to go home, it's just us left. And they said today, it's our turn to go home too.
Already? Wasn't the plan to stick around until Ineffa gets better?
Dad says everyone back home is expecting us, and he doesn't want us to overstay our welcome here. He thought we should at least make sure Ineffa wasn't getting any worse first, but now that it's been a few days, he says it's time we made a move. To be honest, I can kinda understand. He hasn't been home in so many years. Mom and I can tell that he misses Liyue a lot.
Ah, no wonder. So, what about your mom then? Guessing she's not from Liyue.
No, she's from Nodcry. She met my dad after he moved there. I was born there too. He's been there the whole time I was growing up, so he hasn't been home in at least 10 years.
Don't worry. We'll write to you and let you know how Ineffa's doing.
You bet! And when she's all better, we'll bring her to visit you in Liyue.
Yeah, so don't worry too much about the flower. I'm sure she'll love it. But even if not, you'll have other chances in the future. Although, I guess we still need to wait till she gets back. I wonder how much longer she'll be.
Who knows? Seems like she takes longer and longer every time she goes out. Can't we go take it to her? No, wait. The grown-ups would never let us do that. Way too many of those mad machines out there.
What am I gonna do? If she doesn't get back soon, I might run out of time. Oh, really? Thanks, Tumaini.
All the grown-ups I know who've been to Liyue say it's a really beautiful place. They have loads of cool toys there too, right?
I only know what my dad's told me. He said there's a toy seller at Jehu Rock.
Sounds awesome.
Once you get there, you have to write to us and tell us all about it.
Mind the wind.
All time, bro!
Time to go. Farewell.
Up and away!
Mind the wind. Mind your step.
Threat eliminated. Scanning for next target.
Ineffa!
Traveler, Paimon. Annihilation mode disengaged. Chat mode activated.
Chat mode, huh? Huh. You'd probably get along well with a Fontanian magician friend of ours. She does modes instead of moods, too.
Good morning. Nice to see you again. What lovely weather we're having.
Hey! Don't you start too. One robot's enough.
These are some standard greetings I learned recently. 3 greetings in a row equals thrice the greetment. Hypothetically speaking.
Where did you get greetment from? Never mind. You're doing a whole lot better than the last time we met.
Yes. My cognition and language modules are recovering well. I can now sustain fluid conversation. But I have still been unable to retrieve the memory containing the code to the cryptex. I will keep trying. Sincere apologies. Yes, now that a convenient moment to change the topic has presented itself. What is that object in your hand? A new model of source mechanism? Flower. Flowers are plant reproductive organs. But I detect no signs of life.
It's more like a flower built from mechanical components.
Understood. A flower-shaped machine component. What is its function? Which module is it designed for? Is it compatible with my hardware?
It doesn't have a function. It's just for looking at. You know, a cute little souvenir.
Cute little souvenir. But if it serves no function, for what purpose was it built? A cryptex is for sending messages. Machines are for performing tasks. What about this flower? What is it for? Gratitude?
Yeah. If someone helps you out, you help them back. And if someone gives you a gift, you get them something in return. That's how we show gratitude to other people.
The Flower Feather Clan took me in, so I'm neutralizing threats near their territory. Like that?
Yes, exactly. You got it. So, it all makes sense now, right?
But is this not tit for tat? I heard Mr. Kenichi use this term.
No, that's completely different.
I will. Gratitude.
In terms of its purpose, think of it as a memento of your friendship.
Memento? Important memory. Memento.
Here, wear this flower. And this feather, too. There. Much better. Gotta look your best for your big journey. It's just a flower. It's not that heavy. Just think of it as a little souvenir from me. Something to take with you on the road. That's right, a souvenir. Sometimes when people have something important to remember, they'll pick an object to use as a reminder of that thing. Even if you end up forgetting everything, this flower will always keep blooming. It could take 1,000 times, maybe 2,000, but maybe one day, you'll see the flower bloom, and suddenly, you'll remember the reason for your journey. No, everyone's on their own path, and they have to walk it alone. Just as your journey is yours and no one else's. Besides, I have no plan to go to war against him. We both owe each other far more than our mere lives. If either of us actually wanted to claim on that debt, all they'd have to do is ask. If anything, I pity him. In a way, his situation's not so different from yours. But in his case, it's turned him into something neither human nor dragon. The more he chases the sun, the more it blinds him to the creatures who live by its light. You were once, well, she was once the enemy of humankind. And Ochkan doesn't care to distinguish between you and her like Ishkik and I do. He sees you as the same being. So if you stay behind, and especially if you help me, it'll only stoke the flames of his blind hatred even further. Come on, you have bigger things to worry about than me right now. You have a huge journey ahead of you. That should be your focus. Have faith. This tribe will kneel to no one. They will never be slaves. If they lose their leader, someone else will take up the mantle. Heck, even a child who's barely learned how to walk could do it. All right, time to go. Some things are destined to be forgotten. Don't let it get to you. In 1,000 years' time, you'll have a life far, far away from here. So go. Cross the ocean. Find a new place to belong.
Malfunction who betrayed us all. You dare seek a place to belong?
Ineffa? Ineffa, what's wrong?
I was... Sincere apologies. My cognition module crashed for a moment. It is now fixed.
Is it because you've been fighting for too long? Oh, you need to rest. Come on, let's get you back.
Back? Back to the Flower Feather Clan?
Yeah, of course. Everything else aside, Adieta and her folks will be leaving soon. Don't you want to say a proper goodbye?
Yes. The closer I am to the Flower Feather Clan, the more erratic my cognition module becomes. Occasionally, unidentified data surfaces from my memory banks.
Memory data? So, what about that curse Shilonen mentioned? Does it not hurt to remember anymore?
It does. Even now, it still hurts. I have merely switched off the corresponding facial expressions to avoid making other people uncomfortable. But if I do not recall my memories, I cannot complete my task.
So, is this why you've been spending so much time out here?
When memory data surfaces, there is a high probability that my cognition module will crash. This constitutes a safety risk. Therefore, I have been spending time away from the tribe.
Yeah, exactly! Whatever happens, we'll make sure things don't get out of hand.
Assessing relative combat capability. Paimon, approximately 1/5.
1/5? Of what?
Traveler. Risk mitigated. Strategy accepted.
I can't thank you enough for hosting us these past few days. And thanks for agreeing to look after Ineffa. I know it's a lot to ask.
It's all right. She'll be in good hands.
She never came back. I guess I'll have to leave without saying goodbye.
Hey now, you'll see her again. And we have so much to look forward to in Liyue. All those Shao lanterns lighting up the sky. You've always wanted to see that.
Arieta, Amu, Joashin. I am back.
Huh? Ineffa? You brought her back? Thanks so much.
Don't mention it.
Also, gratitude for the flower. What does it feel like to know where you are returning to?
That's a strange question. As soon as you're all better, you'll be returning to Not Cry. Oh, and we forgot to say, we're actually heading there ourselves soon. Maybe we can travel together.
Not cry. Is that home?
Huh?
Cognition module unable to define home. All the memory data that has presented itself recently has been related to Natlan. But the merchants tell me that I have family waiting for me in Not Cry. If I do recover my memories, which time period will they be from? And will the post-recovery me be the same me that I am now, or someone different?
Phew. That's a deep question.
What is it that you're afraid of? Are you worried the new you will be so different you don't even recognize her?
Finding near synonyms for mind and conflict. Cognition module. Split. Yes. Once I have been split, will it change the way I define home?
Now that's a tough question. A lot of people and a lot of Saurians spend their whole lives searching for an answer to that. But if you want my opinion, home is somewhere you can always return to, wherever that might be. No matter how far you fly, there will always be someone back there waiting for you. No matter how battered and bruised you get, you can always go back there to rest and recover. I guess you could say it's somewhere you belong. Wherever it is that your memories guide you back to, I'm sure it'll be somewhere you feel safe, somewhere you feel you belong. Of course, everyone's situation is different. I don't know how applicable my experience is in your case, but consider it a reference point, I guess?
Okay. Recorded under reference data.
And at the end of the day, I mean, who says you can't have more than one home? There's no law against it. Someone's looking for us. Hopefully this means there's been some progress. Don't be afraid to recover your memories. They might contain the answers you're looking for.
Got it.
Recover your memories. Malfunction. Have you forgotten why you cast them away to begin with?
time to act.
Oh, it's St. Lolly. Didn't think it'd be you.
Why? Don't you think I'd want to do my part to help the Traveler? And anyway, no one's more qualified than the Masters of the Nightwind when it comes to Natlan's ancient history.
Ancient history? Wow. Even by St. Lolly's standards?
If you think I didn't hear that, you're sorely mistaken. But anyway, back to the matter at hand. I don't know if you noticed, but Kenichi's little sidekick has been acting a little strange around Ineffa. After you parted ways, Kenichi put him in timeout for 3 whole days and nights. Then he had Aoife send Kakuku to torment him for another night. Finally, Ahau got so infuriated with Kakuku's pestering that he lost his cool and let slip a crucial piece of information. 2 words: Sovereign Ruler.
Sovereign ruler? So what? Isn't that just how he introduces himself?
It is, and I always assumed it was a load of hot air. But apparently not. Turns out the title refers to the 13 Dragon Lords who ruled Natlan in ancient times. Wait, really? How? It took me forever to figure this out. Anyway, the 13 sovereign rulers are not ordinary dragons, but forms of artificial intelligence created by the Pyro Dragon using secret source technology. They had superior intelligence and greater authority than even the ancient dragons themselves. Each ruled over a portion of Natlan's territory. But one by one, they disappeared during the war with the heroes. Even most of their names are unknown now, long since buried in the sands of time. If we hadn't managed to pry that tidbit out of Ahau's mouth, I would have had no idea where to even start.
I always thought that little monster's biggest claim to fame was arguing with Kakuku for an entire day. He has quite a history then, huh? Which of the 13 was he?
Not a clue. So far, he has staunchly refused to reveal which of the sovereign rulers he was. My guess is that he doesn't even remember. Remember, these rulers were supposed to be powerful forms of artificial intelligence. And Ahau, well, it hardly seems like he's still in his prime. I'll bet he's lost most of his memories and power by now.
Lost. Memories.
Yet, despite that, Ahau seemed to sense the presence of a fellow sovereign ruler when you were nearby. Specifically, it's the core in your chest he was reacting to.
What? Ineffa's a sovereign ruler too?
Could be. Kenichi and Aoife have been keeping a close watch on Ahau, in case he reveals anything else. But so far, it seems like those 2 words are all he remembers.
Darn! So the trail's gone cold.
Not completely. There's also Lianka and the Flower Feather clan, both of which have triggered a response from Ineffa so far. And as it happens, out of the sovereign rulers that I was able to dig up information on, there was one who had a very close relationship with Lianka. Her name was the Priestess of Floral Candles and Skyborn Feathers, otherwise known as the 8th Lord. She ruled over what is now the Flower Feather clan's territory. The records claim that she didn't die in the war with humanity, but was executed by her own kind. Her crime being betrayal of dragonkind by secretly raising a human. Lianka.
Huh? Shaska, did you know this?
Some of it. Our tribe's origin story has Lianka being raised by a dragon. And of the 6 heroes, she had the closest relationship with dragonkind. After raising her, her surrogate mother then encouraged her to leave the nest and seek her own path. She traveled far and wide, settling disputes between humans and Saurians. She didn't pick sides based on past grievances between humanity and dragonkind. She stood up for the weak, protecting them from those more powerful who sought to exploit them. Gradually, a community of like-minded people and Saurians gathered around her, united by their desire for freedom and equality. And that was how the Flower Feather clan began. But that's as much as the legends say. They never mentioned her dragon mother's name, or what became of her in the end.
Oh, sorry. My cognition module is acting up again. At some point during this conversation, it started behaving very erratically. You mentioned that the priestess of floral candles and skyborn feathers was executed. Might I ask how?
Unfortunately, the humans of that time weren't privy to all the details of dragon affairs. The only records we have are vague references from after the fact. It's very possible that this is mere speculation or complete fabrication, so don't give too much weight to it. But for what it's worth, it's said that a curse was placed on the priestess by one of the other rulers. If she truly harbors pro-human sentiment, then for every ounce of goodwill she feels, may her mind be flooded with pain of immeasurable proportions. In the savage conflict and chaos that followed, the priestess's mind was ultimately destroyed.
Jeez, what a bizarre method of execution. Definitely sounds like the history writers used some artistic license there.
I'm fine. This didn't seem to trigger any erratic behavior. So, do you think that my origins have something to do with this sovereign ruler?
Interesting. Well, it's hard to say what, if any, direct connection you have to the 8th Lord. But since the name Lianka seems to ring a bell for you, why don't you look into it yourself? I brought some woven scrolls with me that might be useful. Have a look if you're interested. Here, take them. Don't say anything. In a moment, I'm going to leave. I need you to join me, discreetly. It's just a little spell based on our prior experience. I'll explain everything shortly when you catch up with me. Well, I need to get going now. If I find out anything more, I'll keep you updated.
Gratitude. Goodbye.
Bye, St. Lolly.
Now's your chance. Slip away quietly while they've got their heads buried in those woven scrolls. Meet me at the other side of the settlement.
Would a machine created by dragons really betray its own kind? She seemed to approve of the path her daughter took. But what about her? What path did she take?
None of the legends of Lianka say anything about her dragon mother defecting to humanity and fighting against dragonkind. Sounds like speculation to me. Maybe the other sovereign rulers just didn't trust her.
So mean. Do you think it's possible that Lianka found a way to secretly save the priestess of, flower feather something?
Let's go!
Hello, traveler. Well, see, Lolly hasn't told you everything. There's another sovereign ruler that Ineffa might be connected to, not just the one from the Flower Feather clan.
all trace of this other sovereign ruler was lost after the war. The records claim that in their final battle, they fought against Ishkik and Lianka.
It was, my idea. I suggested we bring up the Dragon Mother first and see how Ineffa responds. And, well, Lolly has debriefed me on how it went. Apparently, she barely reacted, despite a very strong reaction to the name Lianka. And to me, that says we need to tread very carefully when probing her about the 11th Lord.
She's the one who went missing after the war. Said to be the proudest of all the sovereign rulers, and the most hostile towards humanity. When the Pyro Dragon fell, she couldn't accept that dragonkind had been defeated. She sank into despair and insanity. But the rest is lost to history. There's no way to find out what became of her, or even what her name was.
Remember, though, in essence, these sovereign rulers weren't physical entities, but pure intelligence, built with secret source technology. I mean, who knows what happens when a manufactured mind goes mad? Maybe she lost her power and memories. Maybe she split into different personalities.
The point is, if Ineffa really does originate from the 11th Lord, then we need to...
What? Have her taken out? Because of some baseless speculation? How would that be any different from what they did to Lianka's mother?
Chaska, what brings you here?
Anyone with a brain could see you were up to something back there. Unless it's a Paimon brain. Or a robot brain.
Okay, you got us. Actually, we never intended to cut you out of this. It's just that Lolly's spell only works on the Traveler. But Chaska, I'm telling you, we have legitimate concerns here. This is not baseless speculation. Ever since Ineffa set sail for Natlan, the secret source automatons have been getting increasingly aggressive. It's as if they're drawn to each other. Ineffa could well be the 11th Lord herself. And if so, then the moment she recovers her memory, all of us, all of humanity, will instantly become her enemy.
I've been keeping an eye on movements at the Flower Feather clan. Whatever she was in the past, and whoever she becomes in the future, I trust who she is today.
Even if the past and future Ineffa are a completely different person from who she is now?
If you're suggesting that there's a volatile force within her, threatening to rise up and take over at any given moment, that makes two of us. But no one ever gave up on me. Not Mama Bird, not Koichi, not my dad. So what right do I have to give up on her? If Lianka was here, I have every confidence that she'd say the same. Besides, even if the 11th Lord rises again and declares all of us her enemy, the solution is simple. We defeat her. The heroes managed it, so there's no reason we can't too.
Fine. I had a feeling this might be your reaction.
Look, I get it. You're only acting like the villain here to make us realize how serious the situation is. You know how I know that? Because when I was a kid, they brought me to you for treatment, and you didn't give up on me either.
Yeah, well, playing the villain is a force of habit for old Granny by this point. Just know you've been warned, all right? Watch out for any new developments and make sure you know where she is at all times. Hey, the spell hasn't worn off yet, you know. Anyway, now that we're all caught up, you should get back on Ineffa watch, and we should get back to investigating.
Help! Someone! Oh, Chaska? What are you all doing here? And when did Shilonen show up?
Paimon, you were supposed to stay with Ineffa.
Oh, right, Ineffa. Something weird happened. She got halfway through those woven scrolls and then flew off all of a sudden. Paimon tried to stop her, but she wouldn't come back.
Did something trigger a new memory? This doesn't make any sense. She barely responded when we were chatting. What could it be?
No idea. But it must be something important, because she sure looked like she was in a hurry. Also, she said, Annihilation mode activated.
Okay, Chaska, you're our eye in the sky. Find out where she's gone. We'll inform everyone else. Tell them to be on high alert.
Roger that.
Wait, don't you want to discuss this first? Hey, wait up! Slow down! Daimon's gonna puke!
Target acquired. Activating annihilation mode.
Whoa! Are these all secret source automatons? Okay.
Reinforcements have arrived. Traveler, Paimon, Chaska. Gratitude.
Not now. Save it for later.
Free!
No, my sword! Let me weave you a verse. Off to the freezer!
Kia! Mind the wind.
Rain outlines your fate.
Threat eliminated. Annihilation mode disengaged.
Boss, what do we do now? We've tried the same thing several times now, and it isn't working. We can't keep waiting around for her to leave the settlement.
Well, well. An ancient relic from Natlan's dragon civilization. If you want to play with fire, then be my guest. But there is an unpredictable variable you need to watch out for.
Let's fall back. This isn't worth the risk.
Hamu, Hadieta, are you okay?
I'm fine, but Mom's hurt.
I'll be okay. I just hurt my ankle. Ineffa got here just in time.
Why would they do this? Why?
Look, no one could have known the automatons would ambush you here. Don't blame yourself.
Wait, how did Ineffa know to come here? Did she sense that they were in danger?
Yes, I heard the secret source automatons talking. Even now, I still hear them.
Really? Paimon doesn't hear anything.
Hypothesis. Language module requires translation functionality. Please wait. Finished. Please try again.
Whoa, that was quick. How come you're so familiar with their architecture?
I have seen them many times before. At least I think so.
More random memory data, I guess.
Reconnecting.
Wow! It's actually talking!
Hey, what do you think you're playing at? Why did you attack us?
We're under the Fatui's control. They made us attack you.
how is that possible? The captain's soldiers certainly aren't capable of this, and besides, we know everything they're up to. Has another Fatui regiment infiltrated Natlan?
The Fatui invaded my territory, so the automatons went haywire.
Ugh! Why is it getting so choppy? Bad signal, maybe?
Hypothesis. Distance to signal source increasing, transmission compromised. Combining these words with what I've heard so far, I believe the full message should be, the Fatui invaded my territory, so the automatons went haywire.
Oh. So all the recent automaton attacks, the Fatui were behind it all along?
They stole my privileges and took control of the automatons.
They stole my privileges and took control of the automatons.
No!
Mirror of the Dawning Morn detected nearby. Now sending request for Mirror of the Dawning Morn to restore my privileges.
Mirror of the Dawning Morn detected nearby. Now sending request for Mirror of the Dawning Morn to restore my privileges.
Mirror of the Dawning Morn? Who or what is that?
Hypothesis. This appears to refer to me, or more specifically to my core.
Mirror of the Dawning Morn, please come with me and return the core.
I think she wants me to go with her to return the core, so she can repair the damage done by the Fatui.
Wait, you mean she knows you?
Yes. Before the translation began, she referred to me by a different name, 11th Lord.
What? So, Ineffa is the 11th sovereign ruler?
Hold on. This automaton just attacked us moments ago. We shouldn't trust everything it says. You say Ineffa is the 11th Lord. What proof do you have?
Return to the 8th Lord's territory, and you can restore all of your memory data.
Ineffa? What did she say?
She said, return to the 8th Lord's territory, and I can restore all of my memory data.
8th Lord? Lianka's mother's territory? What does the 11th Lord have to do with that?
You were split, then exiled, and finally reborn.
Ugh, this is getting weirder by the second. What did she say this time?
Excessive signal interference. Unable to translate. The signal should improve as we get closer to her territory. Traveler, Chaska, shall we proceed?
Wait, you should think this through carefully. I may know a thing or two about the Fatui regiment that entered Natlan recently. They're kind of a special ops team. Definitely not your average soldiers.
Oh?
They've been showing up everywhere, hungrily searching for secret knowledge about all kinds of ancient civilizations. They say they're trying to make some sort of inference. The leader of this regiment is a harbinger based in Nodcry, known as Marionette.
Marionette? How exactly do you know all this?
I, heard bits and pieces at the market in Nashatown, but I figured they were just rumors. Didn't realize it was true.
Is that right? How come I'm only hearing about this now?
I'm sorry. I was so preoccupied with getting ready for the journey, and like I said, I thought they were just rumors anyway. Didn't want to worry you.
So these Fatui are soldiers, huh? Who's stronger, them or Ineffa?
Ineffa, of course. But still, maybe you should tread carefully here. Ineffa's already had to rescue us so many times now. I'd be mortified if anything happened to you.
You're right. First things first. Amu's injured. We should take her back to the tribe and get her checked out. And as for this 11th Lord business, we need to discuss this with the others before deciding how to proceed. Look, I know the news about the Eighth Lord and Marionette is very concerning. But we should probably come up with a plan before checking things out.
Understood. Destination canceled. Yes. New destination, Flower Feather Clan.
Traveler, Ineffa, could you check that the coast is clear? I'm gonna patch up Amu, then head out.
Understood. Commencing task.
Arieta, I need you to go keep Mom company while the doctor takes a look at her. Dad has some things to take care of, so I'll be staying out here a while longer.
You're not coming back with us. Why not?
Dad's gotta pack up the luggage and make sure all our goods are safe. Don't forget, they're our ticket to a great new life in Liyue. Don't worry, Dad will be back very soon. I'm sorry, girls. I promise it's going to be okay.
I'll get help as quickly as I can. If anything happens, save yourselves first.
Huh? Why'd it stop moving? Has it malfunctioned on us?
Liyue, merchant. His portrait is hung up at the Fatui stronghold.
You're saying Zhuo Xin might be a Fatui spy? And he's staying behind as their eyes on the ground. But should we really leave Ineffa here too? Not that I don't trust her, it's just... Are you sure you'll be okay keeping an eye on her by yourself? You're not wrong. We need all the intel we can get on Marionette and the Fatui. As far as I'm concerned, they're a bigger threat than any sovereign ruler. Still, even with your abilities, be sure to stay on your guard. And not just because of the Fatui and the 11th Lord. It's that automaton, too. I'm still not convinced we can trust it. Why the sudden request for assistance from the 8th Lord's territory? Are we supposed to believe that Lianka's mother survived? Surely there'd be at least some mention of that in the tribal legends. I don't know. Something just doesn't add up.
Hey, Chaska! Amu's ready to go!
That's my cue. I'll be back with the others as soon as I've gotten Amu and Arieta to safety. If you have to leave the area for any reason, be sure to leave a trail.
He's on the move. Huh. So much for keeping the goods safe. Do we think he's going to meet someone? Should we tail him? He won't know he's being followed. This could be our chance to get our hands on some really useful intel. Either about the sovereign rulers or this marionette person.
Shall we follow him? Got it. Stealth mode activated.
Would it not be even stealthier to just not say that out loud?
Stealth mode activated.
Would it not be even stealthier to just not say that out loud? and dig a random tunnel in the middle of nowhere. Unless it's the entrance to one of the Sovereign Ruler's territories!
The territory was sealed by Leonka. This was once one of the secondary access tunnels.
Hey! That was pretty clear this time. What's changed?
Getting closer. Increased activity in language module. Leonka sealed the territory to stop Ochkon finding it.
Huh? You're breaking up again! Oh, looks like the signal's still pretty choppy.
Leonka sealed the territory to stop Ochkon finding it. Later, the Fatui found a weak point and broke in.
Sounds like those Fatui have made this their stronghold. Well, this is probably a good point to stop and wait for reinforcements. What do you think? Ineffa? Oh no! What's she doing? She's charged right in!
Wait.
Traveler, are we going after her? Or waiting here? All right then. But let's be careful. Ah! There she is! Ineffa! Wait for us!啊！是伊涅弗，等等我们！伊涅弗！啊，这里是领地内部。你难道是不自觉的过来的？思维模块混乱，正在重新整理，似乎是受到过外界影响。
抱歉，是我呼唤了他。和鱼人众控制灭源机兵的手段类似。现在只是一介基谱，但在古老的过去，也有人这么称呼。至高领主，第8系，花烛与风雨的私物。
啊，第8系，利安哥的主母，但你不是第8系，你没有被处决。
在我身负诅咒之际，是利安哥解救了我。就如战火间隙之后，他试图解救你一样。
利安哥，解救我。记忆却是
这份忘却，正是利安哥为你设下的保护，亦是我等逃脱诅咒的方式。
忘却是保护，
我等背负的诅咒，是伴随记忆而生的苦痛，是深植意识之中的铁律，一道无法移除的限制程序。
自律机关的制造者们也经常会设下这样的限制，来确保机关始终遵循着设计意图运转。
每一份对新归宿的向往， 每一份对旧道途的背离，是否都令你感到撕裂般的苦痛？
若是真的对人类抱有善意，那么每一份善意，都会在他的意识中催生出数倍的痛苦。
崩溃你的意识，吞没你的灵魂，阻止你投向新的归宿。
离经叛道的悖谬，也敢追索所谓归宿。
所以，忘却一切，就能暂时逃离这份痛苦，避免意识在冲突与矛盾中被彻底毁灭。但随着机体重新启动，记忆再次堆砌，对归宿的渴望又一次燃起。
一开始倒也没出什么大问题，只是偶尔忘记一点小事，买菜忘了付钱，做菜忘了放盐。
从今天起，你就叫伊涅弗啦。
无归之诅咒仍将卷土重来，你也不得不再度忘记一切。
原来是这样吗？
不好，是自动防御机制，权限正在失控，来伸出阻止愚人珠。
喂，先把话说完呢。没有声音了。意思就是要继续往里走，好吧。看起来一时半会儿也回不去了。这里是领地的备用通道之一，内部或许还有其他可供通行的出入口，请跟随我行动。旅行者派蒙是因为我被困的，必须让你们安全回去。也不能这么算啦，你自己也得好好回去。我一定会回去的。
你真的愿意相信他吗，利安哥？一个至高领主运行出错产生的悖谬。
我相信的不是他，而是我自身选择的道途。不管是因什么理由而诞生的意志，都有歌唱自由的权利。
变速。 这是跟门口一样的屏障，小心一点别碰到呀。这是跟门口一样的屏障，小心一点别碰到呀。
诅咒会令你痛苦，记忆会使你崩溃，一如他们曾加诸我母亲的刑罚。
但有了这枚核心，你会暂时忘却一切，将所有关于归宿的记忆，连同所有的痛苦一起。
难道思维模块混乱，正在重新整理？
抱歉，是我呼唤了他。现在，至高领主，第8席。
啊，第8席，
在我身负诅咒之际，是
利安哥解救我，记忆却是
这份忘却，我等背负的。
自律机关的制造者们，
每一份对，
若是真的对人类抱有善意，那么
崩溃你的离经叛道的，所以但随着机体重新起，
一开始倒也没出什么大问题。
从今天起，
无归之诅咒，
原来是这样吗？
不好，是自动防权限正在失控，来伸出。
喂，先把话说完呢。
没有声音了，
意思就是要继续往里走。好吧，看起来一时半会儿也回。
这里是领地的，请跟随我行动。旅行者，
也不能这么算啦，你自己。
你真的愿意相信他吗，利安哥？一个至高领主运行出错产生的悖论。
我相信的不是他，而是我自身选择的道途。不管是因什么理由而诞生的意志，都有歌唱自由的权利。
别送。
走吧。
抓紧，哥们！这是跟门口一样的屏障，小心一点别碰到呀。
诅咒会令你痛苦，记忆会使你崩溃，一如他们曾加诸我母亲的刑罚。
但有了这枚核心，你会暂时忘却一切，将所有关于归宿的记忆，连同所有的痛苦一起。
走了。这不对吧？啊！
计算失误。你没事吧，伊涅弗？感觉一路上愣了好多次。
是，思维模块中涌入了许多不明数据，但每到关键部分就会报错终止。不用，就算身体停下，报错也不会中断。也许继续前进能找到彻底修理的方法。另外，这些数据也有助于我们继续探索。正在检索通行方式，这前面可以搭乘通行模块前往中央区域。
羽线难画。
检测到未记录个体3名，已记录个体1名。
啊，你是第8席吗？又附身到别的器官上了吗？
不是，这只是普通的机仆，负责通行管理，大概。
正在为您呼唤通行模块，欢迎回归第3权限者。此地名为红雨的祭祀亭，前方是第1权限者为研究创造的场所。第1权限者之后，第2权限者入主。
你确定要为了那家伙用上这个吗？这东西也算是你母亲留下的。
不过是他众多的研究对象之一罢了，不用在意。
第2权限者会封印，将此地封锁至今，检查封印状态，危险，危险。
回声之子的情况越来越不妙了，说不定我不能陪你们到最后了。
你已经做得够多了，我的朋友。最后的封印，就让我和他自己去完成吧。
已经抵达中央区域，再见，第3权限者。
啊，什么东西？快去看看！
被发现了吗？
请跟随我移动。
这也没人啊，没准又只是那些鸡婆在自说自话吧。
差点被发现了，还好藏得快。不过伊涅弗是怎么知道这里有路的？
我应该走过这里，接下来就从这边通过吧，可以移动到广场后面。
这是维修和排水用的沟渠，没有被登记成正常通道，所以走这条路最适合栖息。
再见。啊！赢！跑慢了。
等等，前面有声音，你做模式启动。
喂，这跟说好的不一样吧？我的任务不是已经结束了吗？我都已经按你们说的，把遗迹的线索漏给了他，又带着他来到纳塔，为什么还要袭击我们？
难道你之前在诺德卡莱看到的纳塔机关都是他们准备的？存在可能。
只是一点微不足道的误算罢了。我们对密源机关的控制也不是完美的。
你汇报过的吧？他平时在华语会周围独自清理机关，所以我们只是想在更远处造点动静，引他过来。伤到你妻子只是个不幸的意外。不过施了这么久他都没上钩，偏偏这次来得这么快，没准你们还真能派上点用场。
你们还想再来一次？我的任务已经结束了。
这点风险，在契约里不是早就写清楚了吗？哼，况且你们也没有受什么重伤吧？
至于你的任务什么时候结束，我们当初说好的，是要等他来到这里，可不是送到纳塔就了事。
你该不会以为一点风险都不用冒，就能把欠北国银行的债一笔勾销，回璃月重新做人了吧？
我都跟你们在纳夏镇当了10几年眼线，难道还不够吗？
哼，你难道忘了当初赔到倾家荡产的时候，是谁向你伸出了援手？你在纳夏镇的这10几年，我没有为难过你吗？你现在甚至还有生意能做，还有个家能回。用一次简单的任务，就能换回回家的自由，难道不是一笔划算的买卖吗？
就差一点了，1次2次，诱捕第11席的计划都被人打乱。但他不会一直这么好运的，不想再跟家人演一次遇袭，也不是不行。这一次，就由你自己来下手。
我？
这是用木偶大人的技术仿制的控制机关，刻录着我们从领地里盗取的那部分权限。利用这份权限，可以暂时影响这些密源技术的造物，拿上它，去捕获第11席。
凭你的演技，绕开那些难缠的变数，抓住跟他独处的机会，不是什么难事吧？我们会盯着你的，可别想着逃跑。
我做不到。
啊？你说什么？
我做不到。被他救了那么多次，还能在出卖了救命恩人之后，继续在我女儿面前装出一副若无其事的样子。
你这家伙，事到如今还想当什么大义凛然的好父亲？唉，看来是我们让你在纳夏镇过得太舒坦了， 让你都忘了我们的契约，什么时候才会终止？
那我们就送你一程吧。
伊涅弗，旅行者。
第11喜变数，果然都来了吗？
控制机关，只要没了它，
哼，真以为我们会把真货交到你手上？
那不过是用来定位这个囚笼的信标。从你们潜入这座遗迹开始，我们就在注意你们的动向。
卓心，恭喜你啊，终于完成了自己的任务。多亏有你在，他们最后的位置变得很好推演。
我居然还是被利用了。
不用试图打破他们，这可是动用了半座遗迹来功能的特制囚笼。
我们也不是那些动不动就喊打喊杀的家伙，没打算跟纳塔的杜麦尼正面交锋，只是想请那边那位曾经的领主帮我们打开前进的路。
路，这里看起来已经没路了。
对，但这里可还远远没到领地的核心，我们触及到的也只是隆重之事的片灵半爪。根据推算，打开前路的密钥会在领主身上。
我可以配合，让旅行者、派蒙、卓心出去。
伊涅弗，他们可不是好人。
你们都是因为我来的，而且不要担心，我也想去领地深处看看，我到底是什么。
不愧是曾经的领主，真是发达的智呢。不过很遗憾，我们可不会做没把握的交易。
谁知道一解开屏障，你们会不会直接打过来？
所以就老老实实先在里面饿上3天3夜吧。就算是机器人，也总得有功能。
还有，他们来的时候可能做了标记，记得派人出去清理掉，别让外援这么快就找过来。
都是我的错，艾莱达，艾慕。
谁启动的屏障？
不可能，我们掌握的一技能源已经全用来限制他们了。
难道是？
抓稳！
是前路，居然一直藏在我们脚下！快解开屏障！
居然会这么深！旅行者伊涅弗，你们都没事吧？
没有异常，但是
我大概是摔到腿了。
话说你来救场的时候就不能小心点吗？怎么又变回去了？
因为我已无需依凭于那具机械，就可以像这样与你们对话。愚人众调用了他们所有的资源困锁你们，我才得以暂时夺回权限。仓促间顾不得安全。
不碍事，我自己在边上休息一下就好。事到如今，我也没脸面拖你们的后腿了。
但是那些愚人众可能还会下来。
无妨。
蜜源骑兵！
领地深层还在我的控制之下，他们不会与你们为敌。人类，他们会带你去安全的藏身处。
伊涅夫，旅行者，保重。
至于第11席，你是否已经回想起自己曾选择的道途？
还没有，但我似乎是在这里诞生的。为什么？这里明明是你的领地。
你并非于此诞生，而是于此重生。第11席，人类，你先前问过，是谁诅咒了第11席？答案就是他自己。
我自己？
那场旷日持久的战争，以我们的落败告终。你虽然在战争中幸存，却失去了自己的归宿。无论是身为隆重坚守的高傲，还是身为领主受封的领地，都已成为再也无法回归的故土。是该向人类挥舞复仇的利爪，还是该去寻找新的归宿？在无数次的诘问与无数重的矛盾中，你的意识分裂为二，渴望向人类复仇的领主，与渴求着新归宿的悖谬。
一个意识陷入疯狂的领主，失去力量与记忆，甚至分裂出完全不同的人格，都不无可能。
领主宁可毁灭，也无法容忍自身的堕落，于是对你，对自己，设下了永无归宿的诅咒。而悖谬则在痛苦之中，向昔日的敌人利安哥与伊奎求助。所以你来到了这里，祈愿自己的重生。
所以，你想要摆脱领主的过往，重新开始这一切？没问题。如果那些被仇恨充斥的记忆，就是你想要剥离的，我当然会相信你。
所以，我就是悖谬。那领主呢？
领主的意识被我等剥离而出，重重封印。早在1000年前，就已经彻底灭却了。
领主真的已经不存在了吗？
然而他留下的诅咒，却仍旧挥之不去，至今仍在影响着你。
所以那个东西，就是领主留下的诅咒。剥离、灭却，他们不是同一个人、同一个龙吗？这能做到吗？
至高领主的本质，是以秘元技术构建的意识，燃素与信息的集合。领主与谬物，甚至已然寄宿于不同的实体。在你们人类的眼中，几近于2个完全不同的个体。但想要彻底剥离意识间的联系，断绝诅咒的影响，仍需此地的秘元机关辅助与彻底的改造。就如我这个先例，当初我深受诅咒之痛时，利安哥就是靠剥离了大部分的知识与记忆，将我从毁灭的命运中拯救。因为他的心还不完整，在改造完成之前，伊奎就遭逢不幸，花语会的处境也越发被动。为了不被奥奇坎察觉，利安哥封印了这座遗迹，匆匆将你送离纳塔。所以时至今日，你都在为忘却所困。但即便在遗迹封闭之后，我也不曾歇止， 一直在筹备你所需的一切，等待奥奇卡纳塔的陷落与你的回归。
从奥奇卡的年代开始算起的话，那是过去了多久啊？我算一算，
这2000多年里，你一直在这里等我吗？
却没想到，会先等来被你们称作愚人众的人类。他们窃取了我的全能，破坏了我的领地，让机关陷入失控。好在利安哥在你的核心内留下了部分权限备用，我仍可借此调动领地内的秘元机关，为你完成改造。而在你重获完整的同时，我也能修复愚人众的影响，为你们重新打开返回地上的通路。若你已经准备好延续当年的道途，就来深处见我吧。
好大的信息量，等等我整理一下。所以他的意思是说，本来有个坏机器人，但是程序出了问题，变成了一半好人一半坏人。坏人对好人下了诅咒，一想归宿就会心痛，所以伊涅佛只能让自己一次次的忘掉一切。嘿嘿，我也有在进步啦。等等，你这是在夸我吗？
诅咒、悲谬、归宿，符合推测，可以解释迄今出现的各种异常。
那要像他说的，去更深处看看吗？
如果上层出口的权限已经被愚人众控制，要让你们回去，必须先修复他们的影响。然后，我也想知道，能重获完整的话，我会怎么定义自己的归宿？
抱歉，现在说什么道歉的话，恐怕都不是时候吧。我跟愚人众签过的契约里明文说过，一旦我身死，所有条款立刻终止，不再祸及家人。他们虽然不是什么好人，但还算有信誉。况且我一死，再冒着跟花语会冲突的风险去害他们，更没意义。哼，又或许只是我真的眼累了吧。我再休息一会儿就会去避难，却不能再拖累你跟伊涅夫了。还有，我来之前从货品里带了一些补给。抱歉，我跟愚人众签过的契约里明文说过，他们虽然不是什么好人，哼，我再休息一会儿就会去避难，却不能再拖累你。还有，
急。啊！变速。
请稍等，正在确认。第一权限者已死亡，第二权限者已死亡，第三权限者已确认身份，正在解除禁制。
变速，防御模式启动。变速。
2000年不见了，第11席，明晨之境。
第8席，花烛与风雨的私屋，是你吗？伊涅弗，我没事，已经恢复正常。
又是那诅咒在作祟吗？你竟然独自在这样的轮回中，撑过了2000年。
不是独自，一直都有人在陪我。
啊，这番苦难马上就能结束了。来吧，第11席，来到我的面前，你将会摆脱诅咒。
接近终点的时候，思维反而不流畅了。从前的第11席，因为记忆数据之间的冲突，分裂成了我和领主。如果我想起了一切，会不会也陷入这样的矛盾？思维模块无法推测。一定要记得回来！是，但如果想起一切的我会成为一个坏机器人，就请像之前挡下我一样，阻止我回家吧。没事的，没事的，伊涅弗一定能顺利回去的。
那就是你所蒙受的诅咒了吧？
不知道为什么，深入这里之后就一直很安静，但每次在即将恢复重要记忆的时候，还是会活跃，就像是
在被人操纵。这很正常，因为他已经接近了自己的造主，当初设下这道诅咒的领主。
领主，另一个我，他不是已经被毁灭了
？1000年，2000年，何其漫长的旅途！终于，我将完成自己的使命。1000年不见了，我的领主，名臣之境。
伊涅弗他没事吧？怎么什么动静都没有？
哦，这里就是遗迹的最深处。
啊！愚人众，他们追上来了，怎么办？伊涅弗还……
不必了。
这是……旅行者！
哼，避开了要害。不过以这个伤势，还能躲得开这个吗？
伊涅弗，为什么？那这声音，难道他是第8袭？可利安哥的主母为什么要袭击我们？
利安哥的主母，第8袭，可笑，愚蠢，卑微的重置，真以为靠忘却就能躲过诅咒？真以为这世上有什么改造，能让那可耻的背叛者逃脱毁灭，能让他被谬想起一切？花语的私屋早在2000年前就已被我等处决，这便是一切悖逆者的结局。第8袭如此，那被谬也只会如此。从一开始，你们口中的主母就已不复存在。从一开始，此地仍存的至高领主就只有我一位。屈膝吧，我名为圣龙名臣之境，13至高领主中的第11位。
什么？从头到尾，跟我们说话的也好，让伊涅弗过来的也好，还有诅咒了伊涅弗的，就全都是你吗？
伊涅弗，哼，何等可笑的名字！你们所谓的伊涅弗，不过是我舍去的片林，本应毁灭的悖谬。
所以，你想要摆脱领主的过往，重新开始这一切？
我已用诅咒削弱了这悖谬的反抗，封闭了他的意识，隔绝了他的妄言。只需再借用你的权限，就能将他剥离。
没问题。如果那些被仇恨充斥的记忆，就是你想要剥离的悖谬，我当然会相信你。没有生下来就会作恶的生命，至少我不相信有。只是被束缚在恨的锁链里，从未被给予过选择善的机会罢了。
善，恶，这般敌我不分的愚蠢样子，倒是跟第8袭豢养的孽种相称。 若不是要借那背叛者的遗产来剥离你，我又何必跟着重置虚与委蛇？不过没关系，我会好好期待的。当他知道自己亲手毁灭了所谓的善时，就是我亲自以利爪穿透他胸膛的时候。
你真的愿意相信他吗，利安哥？一个至高领主运行出错产生的悖谬。
你已经做得够多了，我的朋友。最后的封印，就让我和他自己去完成吧。这是维修和排水用的沟渠，没有被登记成正常通道，所以走这条路最适合七夕。
悖谬，人类，你们合谋欺骗我！
哼，认便宜吧，我已经够坦荡了。你要是遇上20年前的我，或是拉克那条老狐狸，只怕连上当都意识不到。更何况，先试图欺骗我们，想让这孩子代替你被毁灭的，是你才对吧，领主？
不可饶恕！渺小的重置，竟想将我封印！悖谬！你的诅咒将延续到天穹崩落，世界倾覆，永无宁日！2000年前就应该如此了。我本该剥离毁灭这悖谬，却反被利安哥那个孽种封印至今。1000年、2000年，一个被困锁的囚徒，终于将自己的意识渗入了囚牢的每个角落，只差一点就能破除封印。1步，2步，循循的诱导，谎称自己是领地的主人，终于让我等来了这藏着最后一道密钥的心。
凌晨之境，待核心回去。
好在利安哥在你的核心内留下了部分权限备用。那个孽种留给你的密钥，是藏在哪块记忆里了？不要紧，我总能找到的。至于现在，就先从你们开始我的复燃与归还。该死的悖谬，还在做无谓的挣扎吗？
怎么能让你得逞，伊涅弗？
愚蠢！我只要几秒就能复写你的忤逆。
几秒就已经够了。
什么？我的核心！不！
伊涅弗，
伊涅弗，喂，伊涅弗，快醒醒！他不会有事吧？
居然亲自摧毁了自己的核心，一介机械竟然能走到这个地步，不知道木偶大人对这个观测结果是会满意。
愚人众，你刚刚不是？
不必那么大惊小怪，毕竟我也是木偶大人的作品。 不过以观测而论，这个结果未免有点太无趣了，也没法向大人请功啊。就让我最后再为你点一把火吧，至高领主明臣之境！你在最后能向我们展现古龙造物千分之几的荣耀与威光呢？不愧是要让莫武大人特意关注的变数，但是你们能在至高领主濒死的疯狂下回去吗？
竟敢毁去我的归途，断绝我的复燃！好啊，你们不是想要一个归宿吗？那我就给你们一个归宿，和我一起永眠于地下吧！王上，我已无法凯旋，也无法归还，但我仍能将这堕落之地彻底毁灭，作为所有悖逆者的坟场。
这一切是在崩溃，那就算能打赢他也……
毁灭也无法阻止，此地即是你们最后的归宿。
卡过过，有，别跑太远。
1000年，2000年，流离、寻索、忘却，最终还是回到了原地。毁灭便是我等命定的道途。此地，岂是最后一位至高领主的归宿？
我不是领主，回去还有人在等我。
荒谬的妄执，已经没有权限可以阻止自毁。我等的归途已然注定，同葬于尘中吧。作为最后的领主，
不，还有，在我的回忆里，
它看起来不属于任何一个国家。那对你来说，家是什么呢？
强制检索，忘了还有诅咒吗？你只会崩溃得更快。
我们都是从诺德卡莱来的。
跨过大海，去找到新的归宿吧。
没见过的机械呢？你是从哪儿来的？
还挺能干的呀，要不要在这安家？
是狂猎来了，小心！
不可能，这些数据是从哪里？
从今天起，你就叫伊涅弗啦。一定要记得回来！回去。
数据过载，无法处理。
只要这枚宝石还在，一葵为你改造的心，就依然能像这样跳动下去。1000年，2000年，总有一天， 无数回忆会超越苦厄与仇怨，击碎束缚你的诅咒吧。
这宝石是？
不是什么了不起的东西。按照母亲的说法，现在只是个承载能量的空壳罢了。不过，待你从诅咒中挣脱，说不定……
啊，
没什么，只是突然想到了一个很有趣的点子。就用它来做最后的密钥吧。
最后的密钥是？
怎么可能？
是意念符啊！崩溃终止了！警告，无法长时间维持，请速战速决。既然是燃速驱动的核心，自然也能用同样的力量控制。那按花语的私屋留下的知识，这东西也许会更合适。
月之轮，它3位背弃5等的神音与剑主所造之物，不可能，不可能！
斩断与生俱来的枷锁吧，超越加注于你的诅咒吧，沿着你选择的道路，行往只属于你的归宿吧。
何等亵渎！竟然自甘将高贵的命令交付到剑主手中，肮脏的爬虫，堕落的废庙！不可能！
再见，永别了，最后的领主。意念符，你的核心修好了？还有那个是神之眼吗？建议出去再说。自毁程序破坏了深层结构，虽然暂时终止，但这里撑不了太久。正在预测，还有30分钟，吓死我了。29、28。
喂，你们都没事吧？那些灭元骑兵突然就不动了，然后又是地震又是漏水的。
预测距离下层崩溃还有20秒。
归宿，我也曾渴望过。
希诺尼，入口的封锁还没解开吗？
耐心点，再等等。先相信旅行者吧。希诺宁检查过了，这底下连接着巨大的能量源，贸然破坏可能殃及周边。
但是，
如果还是没进展，就让我来动手。
哦，解开了吗？
不，他们自己出来了。
还好只是下层崩溃的快，好歹是逃出来了。
没事吧，哥们儿？
不愧是我们的杜麦尼，既然伊涅弗也一起回来了，想必是已经找到自己想要的答案了。
艾木，你不是腿受伤了吗？为什么？
你一直在骗我和艾莱达，整整10几年都是。
我
不如先请这位先生还有伊涅弗讲讲故事的全貌吧。
至高领主，名臣之境， 花烛与风雨的私屋。
看起来阿乔忘掉了不少事。
所以你是先在纳塔诞生，之后又在诺德卡莱流浪了2000年，不断重复着失却与追索。
也是因为有这2000年份的回忆数据，才能超越诅咒的处理极限吧。
不管是我、伊葵还是利安哥，都没有把握能在未来成功，但他们还是为我做了这些。
在回想起这些事之后，你会怎么定义自己的归宿？
我的诞生，我的重生，都和纳塔的人、纳塔的事相关，但那已经是2000年前的事了。我感谢他们的方式，不能再重复明臣之境的做法，把不存在的事物定义为归宿。所以，我会按照他们的愿望，继续我的道途，回到还有人在等我的地方。
是吗？那就恭喜你了。
所以说到底，那封信的密码你们找回来了吗？
啊，全忘了，非常抱歉。短时间内恢复的记忆数据太多，没有在第一时间处理。之前为了防止在外清理时丢失，我将密码筒留在了花语会里，请跟我一起去查看。
抱歉，我骗了你们这么久。现在不仅是离院，连诺德卡莱都回不去了。北国银行和诺德卡莱的特辖队都不会放过我。你带着艾莱达走吧。
笨蛋，你这家伙骗了我们还想一走了之吗？你给我回去，给艾莱达道歉。
这
看起来你们都还需要时间冷静一下。要是担心愚人众找你的麻烦，不如就先留在花语会。我们接纳一切，无论曾经是敌是友，没关系的，你们的时间都还很长。去找到自己的归宿吧。
我已经找到了。
Here it is. The cryptex.
So then, what's the code? Or what about that backup plan that Adieta mentioned?
Please see the casing that holds the combination code discs. The sender had me etch the code onto the casing so that I would not forget it. But I still forgot it.
Wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Seriously? It's been hiding in plain sight all this time?
Yes, the sender said, the most secure code is one that you can write down and no one would think it's a code.
Who is this person?
The sender said, surprises are best saved to the end.
Okay, now your memory's getting a little too good. What's with the firecracker? Ugh. Raimon's had enough of this whole letter debacle. Just read it already.
Dear Honorary Knight, I've heard a lot about you. Jean's always singing your praises. Anyway, I'm sure this is as dull to read as it is to write. Let's talk more over a glass of wine sometime. See you and not cry. Varka.
Did you hear that? Sounded like an animal call. Or maybe I'm just hearing things.
I plan on staying in Natlan for the immediate future. When the time comes, perhaps we can travel to Nodcry together. Mir of the Dawning Morn wanted control of the machinery in the Eighth Lord's territory. She approached Ishkik and Lianka and sold them a lie. That I was the threat, the part that needed severing. But they quickly saw through it. Lianka took advantage of her arrogance and turned her plan back on itself, using the territory's full power to imprison her inside. She was far more powerful than I at that time. To make sure I wasn't at risk of falling under her influence, Lianka worked on making the prison even more secure, and sent me out of the country. So, that's the true story of why Lianka locked down the Eighth Lord's territory. It had nothing to do with Ochkon. I wouldn't be surprised if she saw him as a friend right until the very end. I plan on staying in Natlan for the immediate future. The Eighth Lord, she never betrayed Dragonkind, even though she harbored goodwill towards human beings, and despite facing execution and destruction in the end, she never once doubted herself or tried to escape. Even if Lianka really had wanted to secretly rescue her, I'm sure she would have talked her out of it. Just as Lianka was determined to stick to her own path, the Eighth Lord remained a proud, sovereign ruler until the end of her days. I plan on staying in Natlan for the immediate future. You mean, this thing that looks a lot like a vision? Ishkik embedded it in my core as the key to her and Lianka's plan. According to the Eighth Lord's research, it can harness a power source more fundamental than elemental energy. Similar objects have shown up in Nodcry before too. Mir of the Dawning Morn said it was built by the usurper, along with the three gods who abandoned us. But I do not know what she meant. It appears that a crucial memory is missing. I plan on staying in Natlan for the immediate future. You mean, this thing that looks a lot like a vision? Ishkik embedded it in my core as the key to... According to the Eighth Lord's research, it can harness a power source more fundamental than elemental energy. Similar objects have shown up in Nodcry. Mir of the Dawning Morn said it was built by the usurper, along with the three gods who abandoned us. But I do not know what she meant. It appears that a crucial memory is missing. I plan on staying in Natlan for the immediate. Having spent most of the last 2,000 years in Nodcry, I am well situated to provide you with a full and detailed report on all aspects of this location. Memory damage detected. Hypothesis: most of my memory data was damaged when I used it to overload the curse. Sincere apologies, but I will never, again, forget the people and things that are most important to me. I plan on staying in Natlan for the immediate. Having spent memory damage detected. Hypothesis: most of my memory data was damaged when I used it to overload the curse. Sincere apology, but I will never, again, forget the people and things. I plan on staying in Natlan for the immediate future.
This realm is... If you ever have...
Even the most unassuming ingredients can produce astounding flavor. But unlocking that potential takes a keen sense of smell, a refined palate, and an open mind. Know of any new orchestral pieces? I like to swap out the background music in the kitchen once in a while. It's a great way to find new inspiration.